Hello.
Guys. You just saying we have to say hello, guys.
Yeah, no, I literally just said we have to say hello.
Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, hello.
Hello.
A lot of people on TikTok have been asking how have we met. So today we're gonna be saying how we met.
Yeah.
In 2017, I came to Nepal for 3 months to volunteer, and Bibek and I essentially met on the first day, but I don't actually remember he was in the crowd with a friend. I only realized when I looked back on the video and realized I had pointed the camera actually at you. Do you remember when you first saw me?
I don't know. December?
December? I wasn't there in December.
I don't know.
Do you remember the first time that you saw me? You don't?
No. I don't know.
That's so rude. Okay. Okay, whatever. The first time I remember seeing you was in the youth club, and you were playing cards. I think you were playing cards with Sonam, and I remember thinking, oh, he looks Japanese, he looks quite Japanese. And actually, I showed you to my uncle, and he said the same thing, you look Japanese, your face is Japanese. Bibek doesn't live in the same village that I volunteered in. However, he has you have family there, right?
Yeah, I have a
grandparents and
Yeah.
things, and people. So he lives about 10-15 minute walk from where I was volunteering, and he would come. You would come often first, no, and then eventually you would come every day. Why would you come every day?
To see you.
Yeah. He would help out with all the physical stuff. So when we were helping do the water reservoirs and building the toilets, he would carry the cement, and there was this big wheel. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And I was helping carrying it too. It was heavy. Do you remember? Yeah. We carried it all the way up the.
That's our pipe.
You helped out carrying all the heavy stuff, or you would take part in our games and things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun.
So almost every day Bibek would walk across the bridge. Yeah, you have to walk across the bridge.
Yeah, I used to cross the bridge, and you used to come to see me as well. Do you or not?
Did I? I used to come across. No, listen.
You did.
I would come across the bridge in the morning, in the early morning, maybe 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and most of my team are asleep at that time. And I would just wake up really early, and I would walk across the bridge because we were initially told, which was a lie, that we could only go 15-minute walk or 30-minute walk distance from where we were volunteering, which was a complete lie. We could actually go an hour distance. So I thought the furthest I could go is across the bridge. So I would sit there and draw, or actually just draw. I think I only draw. I only used to draw, and sometimes I would help Simran with his English. Yeah. And then sometimes you were there, and then when I realized you were there, I would come more often, cross the bridge. Why are you looking at me like that? I actually remember one day we sat together for the whole day. Do you remember? It was a whole day, and then the next day was half, maybe. I think it was when we came back from Hintalda, and we were watching the funny videos. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And I was laughing, and I said my head hurts, and he said don't laugh too much because your head is gonna hurt. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was either for a function or it was for my birthday.
It's for function, not really birthday.
It was for function?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
In your birthday, I didn't come.
You did? You gave me a rose?
Yeah, I did come, but at last.
Last?
Yeah. In the morning, I meet you, and after that, last.
You had, yeah. Oh, I don't remember. You had dinner with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I asked you this before, but I don't remember if you remember. Do you remember when we were playing STOP and you were holding my hand, and even between games you were still holding my hands?
Yeah.
Did you do it on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay. I remember that. There's a few questions, or like other questions that people have asked, but these are like I'm gonna ask you.
Okay.
How did you know you loved me?
Why? 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 Why?
Because you are kind and you used to play with kids. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
You used to have fun with kids
Mm-hmm.
and then have fun.
Until they start annoying me.
Yeah.
Until I get bored.
And you're so friendly.
That's
That's why I love you. And
I
you're
didn't
so
ask why.
cute.
I didn't ask why.
Because you're cute.
And okay, how I knew that I loved you, I didn't know if it was love. I never felt this way. I've never felt this way about anyone. But when we were leaving, and I was in the bus, we were crying, no? We were waving goodbye, I was crying. I wasn't crying because I was sad that I was leaving, like, the area, the place, or the host family. I was a little bit sad. But I was crying because I was leaving you, and I couldn't stop crying for like several hours in the bus. I was just like and I literally cried myself to sleep on the bus.
Okay.
And then you posted a picture on Facebook, and I saw it, and I just started crying in a whole room of like, it was in a meeting, and I was sitting at the back, and I was so sad.
Okay.
That's how I knew that I possibly loved you, because I had never felt that way about anyone.
Okay.
And I was really like, I was sad from my heart that I was leaving you. That's how I knew.
Wow.
But you didn't have anything like that.
I did cry when you leave me. I actually cried in the Tisa.
Mm-hmm.
There was a separate room that you used to go.
Mm-hmm.
In that room, I cried
Mm-hmm.
by sitting by myself. I didn't cry for like say an hour, but I cried for like 1 hour. And I called you on the way.
Did you? Yeah, you
Yeah.
called me. That's when he said, when I was leaving, he said, I love you. When I was in Kathmandu,
Yeah.
like one day before I was flying. And then I was like, should I say this? I didn't love you.
Uh-huh.
Should I say that I didn't love you, but I said it back?
You said it.
I said it back, but I didn't actually love you. I didn't like
You
feel
said
like
it.
I loved you.
You said I love you too.
Yeah.
And
It's like I paused and I went, fuck, what do I say?
I was shocked when you say I love you too.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you
I
love
know.
me, and when you say I love you too, I was so happy.
But I
And
didn't actually mean it. I liked you. I liked you a lot.
Okay, I was in my uncle's house.
Mm.
It was in the top in the hill, and I was there, and I was. It was at night. I think I called you at night.
It was in the evening, maybe 7 or 8, like
Yeah,
towards
yeah.
the night. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was there, and I was saying I was a little bit crying at the time when I say I love you, and when you say I love you, I was so happy, and I stopped crying.
I just didn't know what to say.
Okay.
But if I didn't say I love you back, what would you have done?
I don't know. Maybe I will be with someone.
Someone else?
Yeah. And what do you?
Why did
do
you
then?
give up so easily?
No,
You would have given up
I wait for you 1 year.
to come back. Actually, I came back over more than a year. It was more than a year when I came back, maybe a year and a half.
But I wait for you, no?
You didn't think that I would? Did I not wait? I didn't wait too.
You did.
I did wait, and I was working, and I was studying as well,
Oh.
and I saved up my money.
Yeah, to come with me.
Yeah, and I came from Japan to be with you.
Yeah. It was so fun when I meet you.
It was so awkward. I'm not gonna lie, it was so awkward.
Yeah.
We actually, for the first like 2-3 years, for the first like 1 and 2 years, I wouldn't say that we were actually like together. We were together, like we were loyal, like we didn't we weren't with anyone else. We didn't do anything with anyone else. Like, I didn't like anyone else. Only liked you. But for the 2 years, we wouldn't even video call. It would only be voice call, and it would be so awkward because we wouldn't know what to say. But we were like together, but at the same time, it was a very childish relationship at that point, I think. And then I think the second time I came, then it was more like, okay, yeah, this is like an actual real relationship. That makes sense? Like, it was real before, but like, no?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Why? Well, you already answered this because you don't know how you loved me. How did you know that you loved me? Like, when? Was there a moment where you were like, oh my god, I love this girl?
When you are in Hetana.
When I was in Hetana?
Yeah, I feel like that you love me.
We literally didn't do it. Camera stopped. I don't know why. But anyway, the reason why I liked him was because he helped out a lot. He would help out like whenever we, like, without asking actually, whenever we would be doing anything. He would also play with kids.
Like to play with kids.
Yeah, he likes.
And
to play
I want
with
to have a
someone.
baby, but she didn't want to because we didn't have money.
We don't have money for a baby, and also I'm studying, and also it doesn't make sense because it doesn't matter that we're not married. I don't really care about that, but it's that like there's no point in having a baby, and then actually there's no point in us getting married unless we can be together. In my point of view, like marriage is what will be like what will be bringing us together. So there's no point in us getting married now or having a baby now, because I will basically just be taking care of the child until he can come with me, and until like I don't even want to be pregnant if you're not with me. Because I think when you're pregnant, it also has an effect on the baby. Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. From the beginning, did you have intentions to marry?
I don't know.
You don't know? Like, for me, when I was younger, I would like I'm not religious, like I'm not really religious. I would like religiously say like I will not date until I'm 16, and then even when I was 16 I wouldn't date like at all. So I only started. You were the first person I've been with. You're probably the only. You're the only person that I will be with now. So from when I was 18, then I started like I guess feeling something that I actually wanted to be with someone. No, yeah. But when I was younger, I would always be like, there's no point. Why would you want to date if you're not going to marry? Like, I knew people who would date people with like no intentions to be with them for a long time, which actually now I'm just like, okay, it's just for fun, it makes sense. Like, I would probably do that now if I wasn't with you. Yeah. But I don't want to. Like, I just want to be with you. Why are you hiding so much?
I'm not hiding, look, I can see my face.
Okay. Did you have the same thing or no?
No, I don't know.
Did you date anyone before?
No.
Questions that people have been asking. Some of them are very funny. How did you two met first? How did you meet? How did you meet? Okay, are you both Nepali or not? Not.
No.
Bibek is Nepali and I am not. And I'll get into that. Someone said you look Japanese, and this one was so funny to me. I look Japanese because I am Japanese.
Yeah.
That's funny, no?
Yeah.
When I saw that, I was like, what? I mean, I've mentioned that I'm Japanese before. Like, my mom is Japanese and my dad is
non-existent.
The camera keeps stopping, so I'm probably moving around a lot, so sorry for that. His point was very invalid. Like, it doesn't matter, like, even if you were to be like, oh, I prefer you with chubbier hair. I mean, chubbier. I prefer you chubbier, or I like you with long hair. Like, is what I want to know. But this guy said, you don't have to be kind when you have a boyfriend. Only male person you have to be kind to is your dad and your boyfriend. Some of your close friends. Other than that, no. No, I think you should be kind to everyone, no?
Yeah.
You should give kindness when kindness is due. Unless people give you a reason otherwise, then just be kind. Like, and also not to my dad.
Oh, yeah.
He said, be kind to your dad. No. That's a no. That's a hard pass, no. Yeah. No. Like,
No. it's
just
not.
stupid. And someone said, did you buy a bottle of water with British accent? No.
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 I used to ask.
This guy asks. I don't even know how to buy a bottle of water in Nepali. Teach me.
Ek bottle pani
Ek bottle pani.
means one bottle
Ek
of water.
bottle pani.
Bottle of water.
Where are you from? Which country are you from? Are you Nepali?
I am Nepali, but it's not.
Didn't you break your foot? This is Cameron. This is on a video that we were on a bike in 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And it just said, didn't you break your foot doing this? I did. I fractured my foot.
Yeah,
in
you
my
didn't
hand.
break it, you just fractured
Yeah,
it.
it's not broken, but it was a fracture.
Yeah.
You guys look
Great.
great and you're loyal. Otherwise, some girls break up with their boyfriend after going to abroad like US, UK. What does the rest say?
Maiko kura so maniko.
What does that mean?
It means it's the things that exactly happen,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why he's saying to you. Everyone is not like that.
Yeah.
Everyone is not like that.
Yeah.
We
But-
have been for like 4 years.
4 years. Almost 5 years.
5 years.
But I also want to say that I'm like they said that people break up after going abroad. I came from abroad, so maybe that's the difference. But also, no, there's loyal people everywhere, and there's disloyal people everywhere. Also.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, you got a sister? I have 3, and they
They
are
are all
taken. Yeah.
Alvida. Okay, thank you guys.
This is our last full day in Pokora.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go back home.
Tomorrow.
But we'll also do a whole video of like what we bought, and then we also have a vlog coming up of like the things that we've been doing. But I don't think there's much footage. No.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
If you have any other questions, let us know.
Yeah. Bye.